Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Learn SQL with Shahid. In last class we were discussing about the encryption. So we have two types of encryption, symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption. So both this encryption uses private key, and symmetric encryption means same key is it to encrypt and decrypt. That means if I have password called may @123 okay. So for encryption we will be using the same key. For description also same key will be using. For example, may @123 same thing. If in the case of example asymmetric encryption, so whenever we encrypt the key we will be using one key, okay. So whenever we decrypt, at that time we will be using a different key. So for example, there will be password. For example, I am using may @1234 okay. That is the key. Consider as an example, okay. For decryption I will be using June @1234 like that, okay. I hope you might have understood. Like asymmetric means we will be using for encryption one key, for decryption another key. In case of symmetric we will be using the same key. On 2008 we were having this password. We can take the backup with password, okay. And in 2012 there is no encryption option. Also there was no this password option as well. And from 2014 onwards we have an encryption option. So encryption is a process of changing something into a different value. As I said, with key we will be using mainly key. Key also is an object, okay. Like tables, views, store procedure. So here we have the hierarchy of this encryption, okay. We have at Windows level we here DP API. That means whenever we install Windows Server, right, at that time DP API comes with that, okay. It protects the Windows Server. And at instance level, SQL Server instance level, if I install this instance in my server or laptop, then this DP API will protect this SMK, okay. We have SMK at SQL Server level, okay. That is the instance. We have DMK at database level. First is Windows Server. This and all, it is the Windows Server, and after that it is at SQL Server instance. After the SQL Server instance, the database, okay, whatever the user database we have. For example, this is the database. For this, at this level we will be using DMK. And this is the hierarchy, okay. It follows first Windows, after that SQL Server instance, after that database level, and after database level we have master key, okay. This is the key used to encrypt. What is that and all I will be executing through commands, I'll be showing you. So also we will be using certificate, same like master key. It is a kind of a key, okay. Certificate also it is a kind of key. So for example, we will be going to any website right here, amazon.com .in. So I will be getting a link, okay, to get, like HTTPS. HTTP means it is hypertext transfer protocol. S means it is secured, okay. If we don't have S, it is not secure. Same like that in this SQL Server instance level and database DMK level. To protect the backup, whatever we take. So to protect that, it has to be secured, okay. So that's the reason we want a certificate. Certificate also we can use symmetric and asymmetric key. So for certificates which we have here in amazon.com, flipkart.in and many more we have websites. So if we go and search, it is secured, okay. So it is everything secured by, you can purchase the license from third party like GoDaddy. So if you go here, we can purchase certificates from godaddy.com, and we can encrypt this websites. Okay, same like that in this SQL Server to secure the database backups and all, we'll be using certificates. So hope you might have understood what I am supposed to tell. And also, if you want any certificate, we can purchase from a third party tools, and we can also use through to encrypt the backups in this SQL Server level also. Okay, so we won't use that certificates, means third party certificates. SQL Server itself has internally. Okay, also we have algorithm AES, as I showed in my previous class. Will be having 128-bit AES, 128-bit AES 256. Also I showed SHA 256, and also we have triple DS, something like that, that algorithms. Okay, so to protect the database backup, this and all we are doing. So here we have DP API at Windows level. After that it protects the SMK. Okay, we'll be having SMK. SMK, this Windows DP API will protect SMK whenever the installation of SQL Server, right? At that time only it will install in background that SMK as well. Okay, after SMK we have database level DMK. Okay, after the DMK, we'll be creating one master key. So after creating one master key, we will be having certificate also. So inside the certificate we will be having, it is also kind of a key. Okay, so we'll be having the symmetric key or else asymmetric key also. Also at last, to encrypt the data, so we have here the database data file. Same like that, we are having backup. Now we are talking about the backup, and in next class I will be discussing about this data file TDE, that is transcription data encryption. Okay, now I'm talking about the database backups. So like that, you have to understand we have DP API at this Windows level, and at SQL Server instance level we are having SMK, and at database level we are having DMK, and at this after the DMK we are having this certificate or else key we are using. Okay, symmetric or asymmetric algorithms. After that we'll protect the data. So how it all done means, I'm having this commands. I'll be creating the database. Okay, so I'll be copying this all the commands which I have, and I'll be pasting to the SSMS. Here I am taking new query, and I'll be pasting this command here. So first I will be creating the database called as BKP encrypt. Okay, I have created one database called as BKP encrypt create, and I will be using this database and inserting some commands after creating one table. And so if I use this command select star from sys.certificates, here there is no results because there is no certificates. Okay, so that's the reason I am showing here the certificates also. It is mandatory whenever we want to protect the backups. Certificates are very important. Now I'll be creating one master key. Okay, so everything is protected at Windows level. DP API is there. It is protected by DP API. For a SQL Server instance level, SMK is there. Okay, SMK, and at database level we have DMK. So for that now I am creating this master key. You can see the command create master key and encryption by password. Okay, so if we see, you will be coming to know. And I will be executing this command. After encrypting this, after creating one master key, you have to take the backup, because in future you can use if someone is taking the backup of the from this device, if you want to restore in this instance, then this key is required to them to restore in their system. So that is important to take the backup. Now I took this backup. So after creating this master key and taking the backup, you need the certificate, okay? And here if you see this command create certificate bkp encrypt to, okay, 2k17 with subject equal to this, okay. I'll be replacing this 2022. This is 2022 instance, okay. Now I'll be creating the certificate bkp encrypt. After creating the certificate, we have here another command, okay, to back up this certificate. I'm using this command. Here I'll be giving as 2022. Why I'm backing up this certificate means this is very important. Means whenever second user, another user comes and asks this backup, he'll be restoring in his in their system. Then it is important to restore this master key and also this certificate. So also the certificate is nothing but key. We have a file equal to this key. It is also a key. So we have whenever we backing up, we have this key. With this key only it will back up. So this is also very important. Now I am running this command, okay. So certificate is also nothing but a key. That is what I wanted to explain. And now I took this certificate and key, okay, private key backup. Now like we can take the backup, okay, backup database bkp encrypted to disk equal to okay, this with encryption we can take. So simple. Also we are using algorithm AES 256. We have server certificate, okay, like certificate we have created this backup encrypt to K17, okay. So if you go and to this database, right click, also I can do through GUI. If you go to task backup, then we have this encryption AES 256 algorithm is also Microsoft recommend to use AES 256, okay. That algorithm I have already discussed these things. So if you go here to backup option, here you have this algorithm AES 128, okay. So we'll be changing to AES 256. Microsoft says every time to use that. If you want to use that option, then what we have to do in this media option, we have to select new media set. It will create a new media set, then only it will be backed up. Media set 1, like that we can give. And description you can give anything. After selecting, if you select here, if you come to drop down, you have this AES 128, AES 192, AES 256, triple TES. Now I'll be backupping this database with this command, okay, command I'm using. So at the time of taking the backup, you have to mention with encryption. Normal backup will be taking backup database to disk equal to path, right. We have to mention with encryption. Also we have to mention this algorithm and server certificate just we created here. So after you run this, it will take the backup, okay. I am taking the backup. Now the backup has processed. Now Shahid has took the backup, okay. What about Suresh, okay? If any user has connected and copied this and kept in, consider this is one instance, this is second instance, right. This is there in a different laptop, you consider that, okay. So what we can do, we can take the new query here. At the time of restore, if you see here, I have this command, okay. This command won't work till we restore that certificates here, okay. What we have took the backup of certificate and also the master key, we have to first restore here. If you run this, I won't find anything, okay, because like we want that certificate and also that master key. So to bring that so I have given Suresh the information, okay. If Suresh won't ask blindly, he will copy my backup and he will bring it to his system and he can restore, right. So there is like no safety. So that's the reason we have this encryption concept. Okay, so anyone can come to our system and they can copy from our system and they can restore to their system. So this and all things were there. So protect from hackers. Okay, and to here how to restore is like first we have to restore that master key. You have to use this. If I run this command also it won't work, because why it won't run means here 2022, right? This is 2022 I have used it. If you go to that location of the backup, here in this PC C folder, backup folder, then you will be seeing here bkp encrypt underscore here also we have this master key. Okay, this is the certificate. So I'll be using whatever we have. This is 216 now. Okay, I'll be using that only. So I'll be restoring this first. So the time of restore restore master key from file equal to this decryption by password, encryption by password you have to mention here. Okay, this is symmetric key I'm using. Okay, if it is asymmetric, here decryption by password may at the rate 1234 at the rate. Or if it is like encryption, it will be June at the rate 1234 at the rate, something like that. Whatever the password you like it will be different for encryption, and for decryption it will be different thing. That is symmetry. Now it is symmetry. Okay, so everything is same. I can restore that. Okay, also it won't restore, because one thing is there you had to do. Here you have write these things and all, you had to give the permission to everyone. To give that you have to go on property security advanced, then you have to select continue add, you have to add. Okay, after adding I have to select this principal, everyone you have to select, everyone check names. Okay, then you have to give full control for everything. You have to do the same thing. Okay, 2016 it is underscore master key underscore key. I'll be giving for this as well. Okay, everything I'll be giving the permission first. Security advanced, here I'll be continuing adding add everyone, select principal, then here I can mention as everyone, then check names, then click OK, then give full control, then click OK again. OK, OK. So you can cross check whether it has been given this permission or not. Everyone it is given full control. For this also I will check properties, security, everyone. Okay, now I will be giving the same thing for this also, properties. Here it is the certificate, this is the master key, this is the also a certificate. Oh, this is also a key of certificate. Okay, key certificate also kind of a key, so that is this key. Okay, and this is the master key, this is the certificate .CER it is there here. For master key it is .KEY, for certificate in the key. Okay, means if we have to link the key to certificate, then it is .KEY key. Okay, and now what I will be doing, right click properties, then I have to go to that security, and again have to go to advanced, here continue, okay, add everyone, select principal, everyone, check names, click OK, full control, then OK, click OK, OK, and now you can go to the SSMS. Before restoring here, I wanted to let you know here, whenever I run this commands, right? Use this master means create master key encryption by password. Here I am giving this master only, master database, because I am not giving this bkp encrypt create as I created this database, right? I'm not giving this because why means we can take this backups, all the user database backup with this same master key, and whenever you perform the backup, right, at that time you will be using this master only, and you want to use this particular user database. Whenever you notice that you will be taking from master only, okay? Whenever you restore also, it will be using master only, and same thing for everything, you will be using master. So whenever we create the key will be creating on master only. So if you expand here, you can see here key, okay? Certificate also you can see, right click refresh. Here you will be having certificate, and also having key here. So like whenever at the time of restore, now we can restore, we have given that permission. Now I will be restoring, okay? Now I have run this restore command, now the uh, Suresh has copied to his system. Now he has restored from the backup of the master key and restored to his system. Now we can see that, okay? And now after restoring that to this system, which the 2000 MS SQL 2022, you can see that key, okay? You can expand this in symmetric key. If you expand, you will be having this service master key. Now what I will be doing, I will be creating that certificate, okay? From file, okay? Same thing, I have backup to that certificate and also that key, right? Certificate key. That both the things I will be I will be creating that, okay? So to do that, from file equal to this, okay? What happened is here it is 2016 CER 2022 have to give here 22. Now I will be running this, okay? Now the command get successfully completed. Now we have that all the key, master key and certificate. Now I can verify, okay? Restore header only. If I run this command, what happens? It will show now, okay? Because I have master key and this certificate, so I can see the information. If you scroll right, you'll be seeing that encryption equal to on also in this. Right. Certificate we have here, we can see encryption thumbprint, we can see also, we can see like whether it is encrypted or not, we can see that information also. It is encrypted, so only it is showing here, it is encryption thumbprint and all. And now we can check the backup is valid or not. To check that, what we have to run, verify only, right? We have down that option. After running this, we can check this, okay? The backup path is valid, and now we can restore that. To restore that, we have to use with move option, okay? Now I will be restoring this restore database backup encrypt created from disk equal to this path, okay? Encrypted backup, it is with move I'm using, this is logical name, and this will be the physical path, okay? And also we have comma log, we have to move, this will be the logical name, this, and to disk equal to this path, okay? I'm moving this MDF and LDF, and now I will be restoring. It will restore now. Waiting terminal error, access is denied, okay? Already we have this path, okay? Means this database is there, no bkp encrypt, it is there in same path. I have to change that path. So what I can do is I will be going to C drive, and here I will be I have data, right? I will be giving that to data file. Here I will be changing only to the data file, okay? So what I can do, here I can give this as data only, till data. Now it will work. Here also same thing for log. If you run now, there is already that file name in that folder. Now I have changed the path. If you restore, now it will work. Okay, so like this you can encrypt and restore. Okay, if someone wants to the backup to restore in their system, they have to want this master key and certificate to be restored in their system. After that they can restore the backup file as well. And to do that we have the hierarchy. We at the Windows level we have DP API, at instance level we have SMK, at database level we have DMK. Inside the database level we will be creating, on master we will be creating one master key. After that we will be creating one certificate, and then we will be having this symmetric key with AS256 algorithm. Then we will be restoring this backup. Same thing is applicable for data file. Yeah, that's all for today's class, guys. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel. Bye, take care.